What is going on, guys? DBG, and today we are going to be going over the top 10 cards that you guys can get for under 5k MT in NBA 2k23 MyTEAM. We are going to be going over at least one of the well, at least 2 players per position, because that is what we are going to do for this. So anyway, let's go on to the point guard position. And in my opinion, no doubt about it, like by so much, the best point guard that you guys can get for under 5,000 MT is Penny Hardaway. I wish that I could say like, oh yeah, there are any other options. No, there is not. There is one. If you are looking for a point guard under 5k MT, especially because he's 2,000 MT, it's Penny Hardaway. This is one of the top 15 point guards in my team, and he's 2,000 MT. A no-brainer. A guy that Ty Debo literally ran on his no money spent squad for qualifiers yesterday to finish like 7th. And had he not lost that one game on the buzzer for missing a wide open shot with Kevin Garnett, he would have been top 4 with Penny Hardaway as a starting point guard. An absolutely incredible player. Second point guard is a tough one. It is a tough one. I'm like torn because this guy's really good. GP to second, and I think I'm gonna go with him because he's a little bit on the expensive side, very close to 5k. Like, you're kind of pushing like the high 4,000s for him normally, but what you're getting with Gary Payton the second is you're getting a 6'3" point guard with a decent release, a really nice dunk, and immaculate defense. Absolutely immaculate defense. 40 goals, 2 Hall of Fames. Originally, I was going to put Mac McClung there because you guys can get him for buying out of around just over 2k. With Mac McClung, you're getting a better shooter. I would say a very similar level dunker to Gary Payton II, but he has more flashy dunk animations. His release is probably better, and he's a better shooter. He's just not as good a defender. And like, you're looking at an elite defender in Gary Payton II. So he would definitely be my point guard. I would go Gary Payton II, and I would go Penny Hardaway. I think value-wise, if you're just starting out, Mac McClung's great because you can get him for you can realistically get him for 2.2k or something, or cheaper. But whereas he's Gary Payton's like 4k. But at the end of the day, Gary Payton's a better card. Shooting guard, there is one option here again. There is one no-brainer option here, and it's not Purvis Ellison. It's not one of the worst number 1 picks of all time. It is Wesley Person. Now, this guy is... I regret not running him in 250 quals. I actually think I win the game that I lose if I have Wesley Person there. Because I can't remember who I ran. I ran Clay, and I really don't like Clay. I think I win if I have Wesley Person. Like, that is how good this card is. He is like 2-3k MT. And he hovers around that range. Like 2.5k, 1950. Like, he is the best. And I repeat, he is the single best. Like 1,500 MT. There is no way. There is no way that, like, at this price, man, I'm investing. I'm investing. Because there are days where he goes for like 3 or 4k MT, and he's still a steal for 3 or 4k MT. I'm not going to buy too many of them, but all the ones that are 2k MT or less, I am purchasing for my collection. Because he is even, like, genuinely, I'm not even joking. At 5k, he's a steal. He is an absolute steal at 5k. He's a steal at 7 or 8k. Like, there are no comparable shooting guards under 50k to Wesley Person. Like, he's that good. He is that good. Like, I'm making a little bit of profit here off this guy because he's that good. I'm not going to sell him today because I do think holding him for the long run when there's a week of limited is going to be a better option, but still. Then Cam Reddish is the second best. Reddish is just a good player. Like, Reddish, that's the only way I can describe Reddish. Reddish is cheaper. Reddish is about 1,500 MT. And what you're getting for 1,500 MT with Reddish is just, again, a really just good player. He's a 6'8" shooting guard. He's got a really good release. He's got a good 3-ball, good on defense, no flaws, dribble style's iffy. And he's got great lateral. He's big. He's got 31 goals. Can't shoot from deep, but can do everything else. Really good card, especially again for 1,500. Can more than compete. Now at small forward, I'm gonna put in this guy here, who's incredible, by the way. Who's absolutely incredible. Again, a guy that can compete with the best of the best is Jonathan Isaac. Like, Jonathan Isaac is still, I would say, he's not top 10, but like, he can compete with anyone. because he's just good. He's just really good. Like, you can get Jonathan Isaac right now. Like, I might just buy him because there's a chance he could get some burn for me. Like, I need to complete my unlimited games, and I think I might just buy one Jonathan Isaac because I like to change my team a lot. But Jonathan Isaac is that dude. For 4,000 MT, you're getting a 6'11 guy who, ironically enough, as much as Kevin Garnett is great, defensively, he's very comparable. Passing accuracy is good. He's very, very comparable defensively to Kevin Garnett, especially on the perimeter. He's got really solid speed, good lateral quickness. He's 6'11", shoots the lights out with his release, can fade. He's got everything. He's got absolutely everything. Yes, he's no KG, but is he better than Dorian Finney-Smith? Maybe. Is he better than Jabari Smith? Probably. Again, another player that I think I would have ran in 250 had I realized how cheap he was. Like, as great as someone like, because I know a lot of people are really hyping up Trey Murphy. Man, Jonathan Isaac's better than Trey Murphy. As much as I hate to say it, like, Jonathan Isaac is better. He's that guy. He is. And then Trey Murphy obviously is 10k, but a guy that you can get for under 5 that's incredible is Franz Wagner. One of the easiest guys in the game to green with. His release is good. Everything about him is good. His diamond, are any of his diamonds up? Yeah, there we go. 4,900 for his diamond. 6'9", craft. He's a good player build. He'll play defense really well. Like, absolutely flawless player. You mightn't think the stats are great, but just the way he plays in games. The same last year. Franz outplays his stats in game. He's one of those guys that is just better than they should be. And for that reason, Franz is coming right in here. Got range, can fade. He has no flaws again. Release timing on normal, so maybe that could be a bit of a flaw, but nah, Franz is insane. Now we're on to the power forwards, and Thurl Bailey is the first. Thurl's still really good. Like, Thurl is still a really, really good card. I don't care what anyone says. Like, Thurl is... Like, look, I don't think he's brilliant. Sorry, I don't think he's, like, S tier anymore. I would take Jonathan Isaac over him. The more I use Jonathan Isaac, the more I prefer him to Thurl Bailey. But, like, Thurl's like 4k MT. Like, so is Jonathan Isaac. But, like, you're paying 4k MT for a 6'11 player with a good jump shot, really good defense, pretty good speed, good lateral quickness, as well as clamp breaker, quick first step, bully, some okay shooting badges that he can get, and good defense. Again, an absolutely flawless power forward. And a different type of power forward is my other power forward on this list, and it's Terry Mills. It's Terry Mills, a completely different type of guy to run a power forward. You can get him for probably 2,000 MT. And he's got a big ass player build. Like, he's 1,500 MT. One of the best releases in the game, period. His stats and badges just aren't the greatest. They're really not. Like, he's only 6'10", but his player build is huge. Great 3-ball. Good dunk. Defense leaves a lot to be desired. Speed is pretty good for a power forward. Not terrible, though. Or not brilliant, though. And lateral is iffy. But he's just really good in game. Got range, 33 goals. Like, not the greatest defender. You gotta put him on you gotta hope that they're not running a ball handling power forward like a KG, but I'm telling you, Terry Mills, with his ability just to shoot the ball and just play the game, he's good, man. Terry Mills is really good. Again, he's another player that, if I didn't have Amari Stoudemire, would have ran in my 250 lineup at the weekend. But the centers, it's a tough one to get good budget centers because Taco's way above 5k. If you want a tall player, it has to be Hibbert. It has to be Roy Hibbert. There's really not that many big, cheap centers. And because Roy Hibbert's a lot more mobile than a lot of other guys. Like, he's probably... Look, if you want to compete with the Yaos of the world and you're on a budget, you got to have Hibbert. So I got to put him in here. He's around 4k MT. And what you're getting with Hibbert is you're getting a greenable 3. Not a good 3, but a 3 that you can hit from the corners occasionally. He's still 7'2" with a really good block rating and okay speed. 67 speed is not good, but it's okay. It's okay. Like, this card was brought in instead of Yao to act as like the budget counter, but I don't think 2K realized just how good Yao was going to be. We really, really need like a Mark Eaton or even another cheaper Yao with like 70 speed and 73 or in like 65 3-ball to like compete with Yao. But Roy Hibbert's very, very solid for like 4k MT to just get someone of that size that can play up in the post and can move, can block shots. I think Hibbert's really good. I remember Hibbert last year was a beast, but like Lopez basis isn't great this year, so it's kind of holding him back a little bit. And then it's got to be AD. Again, there's a severe lack of good budget centers in this game, so you've got to play Anthony Davis as a budget center if you're looking for a center under 5k. Channing Frye is pretty decent as well, and AD would probably make it as power forward over Mills, but obviously we've got to put a center in, so he's going in. AD's again very similar price to Penny Hardaway. You're getting him for in around the 2k MT mark. What you're getting with AD is a 6'10" power forward center, but a big player build, so he kind of feels a little bit taller. Still feels a bit undersized for center, better at power forward, but there's not a lot of good cheap centers. Good 3-ball. He's got really solid dribbling, really solid defense, like a good block rating, good interior, and solid perimeter. Decent rebounding, really good speed, speed ball acceleration, and 82 lateral. And again, can he live with Yao? No, but not a lot of guys can live with Yao. Again, another one that I kind of regret not putting into my team at the weekend. I used Marc Gasol over him, and Marc Gasol really struggled. Like when I was playing against Yao, I couldn't live with Yao, and I couldn't even try to zag. Like I couldn't do anything with Gasol. I kind of regret not giving AD a go, or at least not having AD on the bench. But to be fair, more so than anything, I regret my Jonathan Isaac choice of having Jabari Smith in there. But yeah, that is the video, lads. They are the 10 players I would say are the best that you guys can get for under 5k. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.